she's made a name for herself in Hollywood and horror and that, like, and she was in Why, hello there YouTube, and welcome back to the 80s week. So we're on our 5th day now, and today I'm reviewing Lisa Frankenstein. Yeah, this film came out last year, but it is set in 1989, and as long as these movies are, if they're not made in the 80s but set in the 80s, it qualifies. And it's the only film this series that is actually a modern film but set in the 80s. So this is written by Dido Cody and directed by Zelda Williams, as in Robin Williams' daughter. Robin Williams' daughter directs this. Starring, of course, Katheryn Newton, Cole Sprouse, Lisa Sabarino, Henry Eckenberry, Joe Tress, and Carla Gugino. So this follows Lisa Swallows, teenager Lisa Swallows in 1989, who has a thing for the dead, including this dead guy called, from Victorian era, called the Creature. And then on a lightning storm, he's resurrected and recognizes, Katheryn, and then she becomes like a whole Frankenstein thing where she takes bits of people and puts them on him, and then through a sunbed he regenerates and starts to look more human. And of course Lisa starts to kill people in comedic, witty ways, and throughout the film he slowly becomes more and more human. And then Lisa, she eventually decides she wants to become a creature like him and dies and is rebuilt the same way. And then it ends where we see Cole Sprouse speak his only line of dialogue, which is a poem from Percy Shelley, Mary Shelley's husband. And of course, with it being called Lisa Frankenstein, Frankenstein is the creation of Mary Shelley. So what did I like about this film? Well, I liked how it took the Frankenstein format and changed it up a little bit. Like, the creature is awake from the dead and he needs bits of other people to grow back parts of him that are gone and to hot the whole again. Cole Sprouse didn't say much at all. He mainly groaned and grunted, and like I said, only had that bit of line at the end of the movie. And he just acted greatly through expression. Because when you've got no lines in a movie, that's probably one way to do it. Act without, with your body. Also, Katheryn Newton, I liked her in this. Of course, she's made a name for herself in Hollywood and horror and that, like, and she was in Paranormal Activity 4, and then she, again, last year as well, she also appeared in Abigail, another horror comedy. And I liked her 80s fashion in this. I like that even though this was set at the end of the 80s, it still had a lot of 80s nostalgia in it and 80s setting. That was fun. I also noticed we had Lisa Sabarino in it as Lisa's stepmother, and she was a bit of an evil stepmother and stuff. But also we see other characters in this, other actors as well, including Joe Crest. This is also plays on the tones of Gothic, especially the opening credits. The opening credits, I like how they open to, like, old, like, cinema footage. Also, there's a lot of Easter eggs to, like, old vintage cinema, like when it started out in the early 20th century and stuff. I liked all those Easter eggs as well, and including that moon landing, that moon reel can't remember what it's called now, but you know, she has a poster of it in her bedroom, and I just like the whole callbacks to like classic cinema as well, and you know, like I say, the 80s setting, and yeah, a fun film, a nice surprise film that came out last year. But from what I can gather, this film didn't do so well in the cinemas. Apparently, it flopped. It wasn't successful, or it didn't gross as much as they hoped it would. But me personally, I enjoyed it. I liked it. I mean, yeah, I can get there were a few flaws here and there, a few errors and that, but not bad for Zelda Williams' direction. And you know, like I say, I've always liked the Frankenstein story, and I like different spins and takes on it, like this one. But yeah, I think in time will be good to this movie, and people will look back at it more fondly. But yeah, I do like this film. Me personally, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Like I say, there were a few hiccups here and there, but it was okay. It was an okay comedy. PG-13. In the UK, it was a 15, which is our version of the R rating. I don't know how that works where you are in the world, but yeah. So, right, what am I going to rate this one? I will give Lisa Frankenstein, I'll give it 4. 4 out of 5 for this one. So, yeah, there you go. There's my review for today. Have you seen this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. And you can watch all of this series so far on the channel, you know, back to the 80s week. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for our penultimate day. So until then, you know, until next time, don't have nightmares.